What's up, nerds? What are you doing? What's my camera doing? Why is my camera doing this? What is going on? Here. There. Oh, whew. Narrowly averted disaster on a Monday there, dudes. Oh my God, we were so close to an insane disaster. Oh, hold on. I gotta move in my chair again. Oh, I moved in my chair. Now I'm out of frame again. Hold on. Let's narrowly avert. Oh, mortal disaster. There we go. Oh, wow. We almost died. What's up, everybody? What's going on? It is, whatever the thing. Oh, hey, there goes the alarm. That's the alarm that goes off, and everybody thinks that there's an ice cream truck somewhere. So I just have to stick with it, dudes. My dudes, I got to stick with it. If I'm ever out on a job site and the radio is hooked up to my phone and that alarm goes off, everybody starts thinking there's an ice cream truck in the area, which, admittedly, to a bunch of peeps that like to eat ice cream, it gets them all riled up. They get all riled up and they start running around in circles and stuff. And you're just like, look at them go. Look at them go. Boy, howdy, I've tricked them. I've tricked them into thinking there was an ice cream truck. Boy, are they going to be sorely disappointed when it's me that shows up. And they're like, oh, bummer. It's just that dude, and he's got no ice creams. But on a personal front, I can tell you I have no ice for my water. Super bummer. But I do have ice creams for after dinner tonight. As Olivia would put it, we have brown ice creams and pink ice creams. They're like these little sundae cups. And it's delightful. Okay, let's jump into it and say what's up to everybody who said what's up in the chat. Frank Dominguez is the only one that said what's up in the chat until Linda Worth, Chirish, Zipgun, and Kiwi Mamo showed up. And then it was like, hey, wait a minute. There's more than just Frank Dominguez and myself here. So we shall survive the one-on-one conversation today. Erna Pickery, Rebecca Lowry, new local Austin. Who else is here? Aubrey. Obs, what are you doing? Ryan Waite, Preston John. And I think that's it. I think we got them all. Is that all of you? It's not a lot today. Probably because it's Monday. Probably because it's Monday in July. I don't know if you guys have noticed. It's 1 billion degrees outside, which is good and bad, depending on what you think. You know? The heat wave has reached Western Washington, and it will be... What's it going to be today? 95er? What is that? And, or what's today? Pollen count high. What is this new... Oh, my God. I just want the weather. That's all that I want. I just want weather, and now the weather app no longer lets me have just weather. It's given me soccer scores, advertisements, stuff about Amber Heard. Like, who cares? Who cares about those idiots? I just want to know what the weather is today. So we shall refer to my phone here real quick because the computer doesn't work anymore. If I just want to know that, what's the weather going to be today? Oh, today only 90. 90 degrees, 91, 95. I don't know. It's going to be wild, guys. But here's what's weird. I'm already acclimated to it because we've been out of town. If you guys noticed, we were out of town for a week. Then I was back working for a week. But that whole entire week, I was working in a hot roof. It was a super hot roof, so I acclimated to that. Then on Friday, we got off and drove 1 million hours, 1 million miles, forever and a day, as as Wesley over on the Discord put it, he said, what did he say? I don't want to misquote the guy. He said 6-hour drive and I'd be in Paris. So we drove a 6-hour drive and on the freeway and didn't even leave Washington State. So, yeah, we went really far within the depths of Washington State. Very delightful trip. A lot of good fun. Very short-lived, but it was the weekend, and I got to admit, over the weekend I captured some of the best hummingbird pictures I have ever captured in my life. Happy to say, because I love hummingbirds. I don't know if you guys know, but I love hummingbirds. You know what I'm saying? I love hummingbirds, bros. I love them so much. There are very few animals on this planet that I've 100% at the top of the list. And at the top of the list is one of the creatures is hummingbirds. I love them so much, and so that definitely was the highlight of the weekend. Although we did go on a boat ride. A friend of ours had a boat. We went on a boat ride, which was fun, and then we also went swimming. You know, sometimes you got to go swimming, and I like swimming myself. As you guys know, I'm a water guy, and I like being in the water. It's very much what I like doing, and it was very enjoyable to go swimming for a couple hours yesterday, and I miss it. I miss it when it used to be my daily thing of going swimming, but I don't live anywhere now where you can go swimming every day, realistically. I think you could pull it off, but boy howdy, you'd have a really weird schedule, and I don't think I want to get involved in making my schedule that weird. You know what I mean? So, yeah. Ryan Waite says, that sounds is the death of me. I don't know what that means. I forgot what you were talking about. Metal version of the Bumblebee? It's like a metal version of the Bumblebee. I don't know who made that song, but it's one of the new intro songs brought to you by Patreon supporters and members, because otherwise I wouldn't be able to have music on the intro. I wouldn't be able to have music. If I wanted to listen to music, they wouldn't let us do it because it's not allowed, because I have to buy it. Like this song right here. What's this song? Let's see. Will it play? Will it autoplay? Is it silent? Is this a song? Oh, there we go. Whoa. Oh, I turned the sound up. Oh my God. The sound was turned off. Go figure. I think people tune into this show because of my amazing computer skills. I think that's why they tune in. And I'm like, hey, is this a sound making sounds? And it's like, oh, you have to turn the sound on in order to have sounds work. Duh. But yeah, we wouldn't be able to have sounds if it weren't for the patrons, the lovely 69. And let's just pause to say nice. Members and the 120. Oh my gosh, we have the wrong number here. Our patrons has changed. It went up, guys. I don't know what to tell you. When it goes up, I don't know what to announce. I should probably scream surprises or something, and then people would be like, wow, I remember that from before. It's a callback. Joel G with a membership chat says, I scream for ice creams, but only if it's above 74 degrees Fahrenheit. Below that temperature, I simply ask for ice creams. So it's a temperature-based decibel level. Decibels? Decibel. There we go. Decibel levels. Well, I love ice cream. It's probably my favorite food. I think realistically, people have asked me a million times, and I'm never good at the response of like, if you were going to cook something, what would you cook? If you could only cook one thing. And to be honest with you guys, I always think like, somehow in my mind, I think like, wow, they're asking about dinner entrees, right? Like they must be asking about what steak or pork or shellfish or whatever it is, tofu, tofurkey, whatever. I always think they must be asking about the entrees, and then I realized like 10 or 12 hours later, I remember like, man, I should have told him ice cream because that's my favorite thing to cook. That's what I should have told him. I should have told him ice cream, but I was just not witty enough to be able to like deal with the banter and the questions about cooking food, because I think people bring up like, man, you were a chef for a long time. What do you blah, blah, blah? And I just immediately go into a PTSD style trauma response of like, oh, God, like the migraine comes on and I'm like, oh, God, no, I got to start thinking about that. It hurts my brain, and then I forget to be like, ice cream, dude, but I'm working on it. You know what's weird? I'm working on it. I'm working on witty banter. Oh my God, Richard Volman. I forgot to say hi to Richard. Shame on me. Richard, what's up, buddy? How you doing, Richard? Richard Volman, longtime member. What's up, dude? Good to see you. Preston, me, Slim Jims and sunflower seeds. Yeah, slight story about sunflower seed type things. If you buy sunflower seeds, you assume that they're shell on, right? It's you got to go to like the grocery store to get the shell off sunflower seeds. Well, I was at like a convenience store because we were driving forever, and you always try to find something decent to eat at the convenience store while getting gas, And so I roll up, I roll up down the aisles here, and I can't find anything reasonable. I see these little bags of pistachios, and I love pistachios. I love pistachio butter. I love pistachios on salad. I love just eating pistachios. They're just delicious little green, delicious buggers, and they're fantastic. Now, I was under the impression that the accelerated price of these little bags of pistachios were going to be shelled, right? No, I was taken. I was treated poorly. I was taken as a rube, as a noob, as a rookie, amateur hour type nonsense. I thought that they would just be shelled, and it turns out, no. Not true. I had to sit there and take all the shells off, and I couldn't eat pistachios at a pace that was really satisfying. You know what I mean? Because you peel that one shell and you get one, and then you're like peeling another shell and you get one, and you're peeling another. I just wanted like a little handful of them, and like I'll eat a big chomp of pistachios, and I was let down. I wish I knew the company, because then I could just badmouth them forever. I could just badmouth them and be like, boo-hoo, woe is me. These guys ruined my automotive traveling experience. Rebecca says, sunflower seeds shells are one of the most disgusting things to encounter on public transit. True. No idea why people think it's okay to either spit them on the floor or in a bottle and leave it nasty. It is nasty. Although I will say, you could up the ante on the sunflower seed shells and say tobacco, like, right? If it's like chewing tobacco spit on the ground or chewing tobacco in a jar or whatever, that to me is worse than the sunflower seeds. Both bad, but on different levels, Scott's Aquatics is here. He says hello to everybody and to me. Well, there you go, independently. So, wait, am I a part of everybody though? That's a question. Am I a part of the everyone? Am I? Well, then you said hi to me twice. And, that's how it goes. It was the ringtone. Oh, the the ice cream truck ringtone from the alarm. It's actually just an alarm that reminds me it's 2:00. Like I always need to know every single day when it's 2:00. Don't ask me why. I don't know. Actually, I do know why. I will slightly elaborate as to why I need to know that it's 2:00. I get engrossed in projects, whether it be at work or whether it be at home. I just get engrossed in working, and I just work and kind of just be working on stuff. And I'll suddenly realize it's like 4 p.m. and like I didn't eat lunch or something, So Monday through Friday, I have a noon. So Monday through Friday, I have a 10 a.m., a noon, and a 2 p.m. alarm. They all go off, and it drives Vicky insane. Even though I'm not even really around her during the day, right? I'm not around her. But on the one day out of the week or whatever that I'm around and the alarms go off, oh my God, she is like triggered, bros. She's triggered by my alarm. She's like, oh my God, how would you even, like, oh, why? You know, and I'm like, I kind of need a reminder as to what time it is so I don't lose track of what I'm doing, you know? And it seems normal to me, but it turns out different strokes, different folks. I'm going to pop into the audio chat on the Discord because I forgot. I forgot to do that earlier, so I'm going to do it right now, and it's always a good time to announce it because then if anybody is on Discord and wants to call in, they'll know the phone lines on Discord are open. Currently, right now, I'm thinking about opening the Discord to everybody. I don't know. I was thinking about polling the community and see what they think. I was going to see what the community thinks about it. But then again, I could just talk about it during the show, and then that's the thing. Because I'll have talked about it during the show, and everybody that comes later to the show will leave a comment down below about what they like or dislike. They'll let us know. I'm sure they're going to be frantically typing into the comment section. They're going to be frantically typing so hard that they go like that, right? And then you're like, oh my God, I don't even know what they wanted. They were just smashing the keyboard like a crazy person, and but they left the comment, and so we'll have to decipher it with our secret decoder ring, you know, that we got out of the Cracker Jack box, and then we'll have the answers. But I've been considering whether or not I'm going to open up the Discord to everybody and just let chaos reign. But I don't know. I think I'm going to poll the community and see what happens. See what they say, because they're the ones that matter, right? Yeah. How do you become someone that matters? You become a member or whatever, and then that's the thing. Yeah. So anyhow, moving on. What's the comment, or what was the topic of the day? What have birds got to do with aquascaping? Frankly, I think here's the reality: is that like I kind of have an obsession with wanting to go take. Okay, it's not an obsession. You guys know that I like to do photography. I have cameras and all that stuff. The photography stuff. Are you familiar? You familiar with what photography stuff is? I assume. My presumption is that you guys get it. It's like here's a lens, right? Like this is a camera lens. Although I feel like I don't need to mention that to people, like maybe I do. Maybe I need to tell you, like, hey guys, this is a camera lens, guys. Are you familiar? Do you know about camera lenses, dudes? But I do a lot of photography. I like to take pictures wherever I go. And one of the things that happens when you're out taking pictures is you see birds flying around. There are birds, and they're doing things. These birds, whether they're real or not, I don't know. I don't know. Maybe we'll delve into the "are birds real" question at some point. But are they real or not? I don't know. Regardless, I see them flying around, and they might just be a complete figment of my imagination. And then I take pictures of them, and then the pictures of them are a figment of my imagination. And then I post them on Instagram, and then maybe Instagram is a figment of my imagination. And then I start to think, wow, if all of these things are a figment of my imagination, I'm spending a lot of time imagining things that I'm not really all that interested in, right? And then you're down the rabbit hole of philosophy nonsense and all that crap, right? And the next thing you know, you're just sad. You just start to get real depressed and sad, and then it's like, oh God, I gotta bust out, and I gotta start running around. Yeah. Or does it look like a camera lens and you can hide things in there? This one isn't actually. I do have one of those. Somebody sent me one. Somebody sent me one off of Amazon. That was well, it's a dusty looking lens. I guess I'm gonna have to clean this lens. It's looking dusty, bros. Is the back end dusty? No, the back end's not dusty, so that's good. Just the part that you point at things is dusty. I do have one of those. I have no idea where it went. Somebody sent it to me, and it didn't hold enough coffee, And then I was like, I can't prioritize this thing anymore. It doesn't even hold enough coffee for me to drink. I have this size coffee thing. It, if you get the right perspective, it's bigger than my head, Obviously, it's not actually bigger than my head. I have a big head. What do you want me to do? Speaking of big heads, Vicky mentioned this weekend that if she compliments me, my head would be so big it wouldn't fit out the door. And I was like, really? Do you think I'm like that? And then she was like, no, but I could see a look in her eye that maybe she does. I don't know. But anyhow, what does it have to do with aquascaping? So here's the thing. This is the video I'm working on right now, and I kind of wanted to verbalize it during the live stream because I know only a small, tiny micro fraction of people that follow this channel even watch my live stream, right? They don't even watch. They don't even watch. They don't even watch at all, most of them. There's only a tiny fraction that actually watch the live stream. So, I feel like I could talk about it here because most of the fraction that watch the live stream. What am I thinking of? What are the words I'm thinking of here? Most of the fraction that watch the live stream are the ones that would be cool with what? Wait, hold on. Watching both versions? Is that correct? That might be about right. So most of the fraction that watch the live stream are the ones that would be cool with watching both versions. There we go. I think that's right. I think that kind of puts it together where most of the people that watch the live stream would watch the edited content, right? They'd be like, dude, I want to hear the concise version of this. But the small fraction that watches this would watch the edited version, so I don't mind putting it on here. But when I'm out taking pictures of birds, I invariably, accidentally, artificially take landscapes and get landscape images. I get landscape images that influence my aquascape. Now, my later on aquascaping, I almost always can pull from some images of me being on a trip to go, that's my inspiration right there of what I'm working on for an aquascape, right? And it normally doesn't really pile into the plant side of it. Like adding the plants later is almost like just put them in there, basically. Like there's really not the thought process behind putting the plants in there almost always have to do with just like, oh, this plant grows low and slow down at the front. That's where it's going to exist, right down in here. Once I've already got the hardscape done. But like taking pictures of birds and hiking around and doing all of that kind of stuff, I almost always end up getting pictures of something that's like, oh, the hill goes like this, and then the hill goes like that, and then the rocks stick out. And you're like, you know, if it could happen in the real world naturally, I think I could probably make that happen in a small version in a tank, right? So I think that's where birds connect to aquascaping for me, is that I go take pictures of birds because I want to get like a cool picture for a bird and then have the picture really. Like I don't even know if I post pictures to Instagram enough to even really consider myself even really doing anything on that platform, but I post them up there sometimes. And yeah, that seems to be like the only thing I'm really doing with pictures other than being inspired to make an aquarium out of it, right? Fishymon is here. Fishymon64. New local Austin says active member. That's me. What are your orders, sir? I just got a new phone and it works. Scott says, I just got a new phone and it works at work, so now I can watch the live streams I did before. Oh, that's where you've been. Did you break your phone or did your phone die? Did your phone just get old and stop working? Because that happened to Vicky recently. Like her phone got old and then it stopped connecting to any network that was like usable for it, which I thought was remarkably interesting. Rebecca says, and the fish become birds in the aquascape. That has been my weirdness of late, watching Survivor for the B-roll to see if I could escape it. Yeah, actually, that's the reality, is that like the fish will then become the birds in the aquarium version of the weird bird landscape picture that I was getting of going like, what's up with this weird mountain over here? This mountain's freaking me out, dude. It's giving me heart palpitations. I want to climb to the top of it, and then I got my 3-year-old daughter with me, so I can't climb to the top of it because it would be too dangerous for her to go all the way up to the top of a freaking mountain. Now I realize I'm getting old because I have to take into consideration my tiny little baby girl all the time, constantly, nonstop, forever and ever. But you know, that doesn't make me love her any less. It probably makes me love her even more. You know, because I'm like, dude, look at this little tiny human doing little tiny human stuff, and I love her very much. I love her so much. She's so great. She's so rad, and I can't help it. I can't help it. My daughter's awesome, you guys. I feel like a douche when I say that because I remember like people gushing about their kids or whatever, and it always seems like a bummer, lame moment in time. But dude, my kid's cool, and I like her. That's all I'm saying. All the rules of composition that apply to photography also apply to aquascaping. Keeping your eyes sharp. That's actually kind of true. Actually, it's not even kind of true. I think it actually is true. No, bills got in the way, so I got a track phone piece of crap. Oh my god. Okay, all right, buddy. All right, I respect the hustle. You know, I do. I respect that, man. I've been there. I've been there before, where it's like, dude, I ain't got money for this crap. I remember there was a point in time, I don't know if anybody, well, actually, I do know a few people watching the stream today remember pagers, you know what I mean? I remember pagers, man, and I had a pager for a really long time before I got a cell phone because it was way too expensive. Even if it was like, I remember back in the day, it was like, there was a big deal that you could get a cell phone for like $150 a month or something like that. And it was like, dude, no way. I ain't got that cash. I ain't got that cheddar. Ain't nobody calling me. Ain't nobody calling me that's worth $150 a month. I'll tell you that much. Which is weird because my phone nowadays has unlimited everything and it's way cheaper than that. So, you know, I guess there's a thing about there being 3 cell phone carriers is enough competition to keep the price down. I don't know. Chirish, I had so many pagers. Yeah, you guys, a little while ago, I remember somebody had shared with me, somebody had uploaded a video to YouTube that was like a teenager that was being interviewed by some old dude in the 90s, in the late 90s or whatever, the mid 90s. And they were talking about the 3-digit codes with the pagers. Like you used to, you know, it's like 187. You were mad at somebody, you know, all those codes and stuff. But yeah. Fishymon says pagers were for drug dealers. Oh, no. Pagers were not only for drug dealers. So I don't know what the hell that means. Tired. I've been running light wires and airline hose amongst other tanks for the shrimp rack. Been a long day. Yeah, that definitely does mean it does equate to being a long day. That is for sure. I agree with that. I wish there was an easier way to run airlines all over the place, but you just have to run it's got to run a big pipe and thread all those holes and drop all the airlines down. But I think I have figured out over the I think the last 3 months ago, I think, about that. I worked out all the parts list for making your airline system easier to do. Implementation is maybe, you know, it's maybe up there about longevity, how long it'll work. So I'm testing that to see if it'll actually work or not. Which, of course, then it's like, well, I got to give you guys Amazon links to the parts and stuff like that. And then people are like, got to ask me a million questions about it, which, you know, is relatively cool if you guys are in the Discord, you know. It sucks when people are like posting on YouTube and they're like, hey, I got questions. And you're like, dude, I don't know. This is not a good format to try and answer questions, though. But of course, they don't want to become members. Why would they want to become a member? They just want to get free. Free, dude. Everybody wants everything for free. Me too. I want a free house. I want a free house, bros. Just send me a free house. Where was that? It's a manifold. So let me see if I can find it. Manifold. I'm trying to see if I can find it. Is this it? Man, it's starting to get hot in here all of a sudden. No, this is not it. I have to find it. It's gonna take a second. Guys, I'm gonna look up for the part here, and it's gonna take just a second. Should I play music while I look it up? People don't like it when I play music. Where's that? I need that the bunny bee. The bunny what is it? The bunny bee? March of the Bumblebee? Isn't that what it is? I don't know, I forget. Let's see if we can play this song. Oh, hold on, I have to click this button. And then does it start auto playing? I think it does. Look at that. Did I blow up somebody's ears? Okay, I didn't play it that loud. Okay, we'll play it this loud while I look up links. This is the song while I look up links on Amazon. While I try to find links on Amazon. 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 I can't find the thing. Where is it? I gotta find this part, and I can't find the part. Airlines. Where did it go? It's a push fit pneumatic one, and I don't know where it is. Gosh, I was really gonna jack up my Amazon sales by sharing this with you guys today, but I didn't think we were gonna talk about it, so I didn't save it in my folder for a quick access. So now we have to listen to music while I look for it, you know? Because then you'd be like, choo, choo, choo. Bah. Well, here's the kit. Okay, yeah. Here's the kit. Copy. And then so here's the little tiny the kit, and then I can find the little manifold thingy, because these lines here, they all push in. You just push them in. Where's the little multiple splitter thingy? There's one that has like 8 little doodahs on it. 8 little holes, you know? So you could fit like 8 in a spot. 8's probably too much for most people. Where's that thing? Where is that? Where is it? It's in here. You know it's in here. If it's Amazon, they've got it. Oh, here we go. Here's the little 3-drop ones. So you'll probably be able to find it related to this. But here's the little this one's technically like a 5-way manifold, right? This one's a 5-way manifold, but if you want the line to keep going, it's like having 3. Oh my God, the song started again. Get out of here, song. Oh my God, I thought we got to the end of the song and it was just gonna stop, but it turns out it was gonna play forever, and we're just gonna be here looking foolish, you know? We're just looking like fools, and the song starts playing again, and next thing you know, oh my God. Next thing you know, people are memeing about me looking dumb playing music on the internet. Oh my God. Oh yeah, by the way, those Amazon links, if you go through those and you go buy a bunch of stuff for your grandma's 100th anniversary party, birthday extravaganza blast off, then next thing you know, I'll get a commission off of it. And if you don't want me to get a commission off of it, then don't do it. Simple as that. And I burped into the microphone to give you a level of the understanding of the professionalism around here. Yeah, hopefully that helps you out, Crypt Keeper Aquatics. I always want to call you Crypt, but then I don't know what that means. Crypt Keeper Aquatics. Hopefully that help you out. Maybe run some airlines a little bit better, a little bit faster, or somebody else that's trying to run some airlines around, and they're like, "Look, I want lots of them." Well, this will save you the time from threading those little valves into a PVC pipe. Rebecca Lowry says, Joel cried when Atreyu died. Damn straight. I cried when Atreyu died, and I wish I could play an Atreyu track right now. They're like a really like go-ahead rock band or whatever. They're not really an insanely interesting rock band, but I've listened to those albums quite a few times. They're really kind of, I don't know. But yeah, I definitely cried when Atreyu died, dude. Atarax, you mean? Was it Artax? Artax died. Atreyu was the boy, right? Was it? It's all because of one specific scene when the hero Atreyu enters the swamp of sadness, and his beloved horse Artax dies. Yes. Yeah, because I think Atreyu dies later, right, or something, or he sacrifices himself, and then at the end he flies off on the dragon. So Artax died. Yeah, Artax is the horse that died. Artax, like this. ARTAX. Button push. Push the enter button, folks. Sometimes I come out here on the internet just to push the enter button instead of return, which is over here. This one's enter, this one's return. Very weird. Why do we have that? I don't know. You have to ask a computer guy. You have to ask a nerd. I mean, I'm a nerd, but I don't have an answer. I don't have an answer for that. Today was a weird day, guys. Today was a day I spent lots of hours having Zoom meetings with financial advisors. And, boy, thrill a minute. I'm telling you guys. Thrill a minute when you start having to talk about your 403B contributions and tax deferral and 529 doop-a-doop, a whole bunch of wackadoo nonsense. It hurt my brain, made me sad, made me want to take a nap. Made me want to take a big, gigantic nap. I just wanted to go lay down and be like, forget it. I'm going to nap now after having finance meetings. And one of the big reasons I'm working on finance meetings is I definitely want to work on building out a new building here with the recording studio in it, / office, and the fish room, and I want to show you guys the 99%. I'm going with these drawings here for this building right here, right in front of my face. I like to put the thing that I'm talking about right in front of my face so that people don't have to look at my ugly face piece, my face piece. There we go. This is the building that I'm looking at. I'm going to purchase the drawings once they're modified, because I'm not an architect. I'm not an architect, guys. I'm not a classically trained architect, and I need architectural drawings, which is going to cost roughly $1,500, and that's a cold, sad, angry, grumpy feeling right there of having to pay for drawings, but it's the right way to go so that I can get my 6 copies, so I can submit my 4 copies, blah, blah, blah. But these have to get modified. Because, oh my God, guys, this is the time. This is the time where we get to bring back the return of the yellow arrow. Oh my God, the yellow arrow is so powerful. Oftentimes I like to sit back and think about how powerful the yellow arrow is whilst on a live stream. Oh my god. Oh my god. Freaks me out, bros. Okay. The changes to this building this design are going to be extensive, because right now there's a garage door on the back and blah, 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 blah. Anyhow, I want this building shape, but I wanted to do different things. So it's actually going to go left to right in the backyard, so the upside would actually be facing this way. So pivot, move doors, don't need a balcony, don't need windows, probably keep that window right there, delete that window. I don't need these goofy doors. I'm not paying for big fancy doors and a balcony. I don't need fancy doors and a balcony. You know why? Because this wall right here is going to be my rock climbing wall. I'm going to make this into a rock climbing wall. This wall right here, so that I can climb in my off hours and work out in my off hours, and not have to go to a stinky, dirty, nasty gym where people are being gross and creepy, gross weirdos. Yeah, this is kind of the plan. It's 35 feet by 22 feet. The whole bottom is going to be fish room / woodworking space, and that's ultimately the deal. And then upstairs, up here, that's going to be office and filming space. So that's the plan right now. I think I finally settled on those drawings, and they're getting they're going to get modified eventually, and then I'm going to have to purchase them, which sucks. But hopefully I get a better deal than $1,500. We'll see. The lowest I could find was like $495, which is still $500, but we'll see if it works out. Then we're going to move on to cutting down some trees, working on some stuff. I'm happy to tell you guys that the roof is finally done. Took an extra 4 days to get the roof here done. It was actually officially done today. They hadn't finished the ridge line and a couple of vents and some other stuff that were not done, and they finally finished them today. So the roof on the new house is complete, except they didn't order the skylight, so they had to put the old skylight on. So now we're going to wait for the new skylight to show up and replace that skylight, blah, blah, blah. Very interesting story. You know it, you love it. I was going to say, if you didn't hit the like button, man, that sucks, but we got 24 likes and 24 people watching right now. We had more people watching, but they left. Apparently, dinner has completed, amongst other things, and then people got to go to bed. You know, people are like, dude, I got to go to bed. Jerry says, hi, before I hit the sack, I wanted to say how you felt about Technoblade. You're my work buddy, and you didn't even know it. I bet I'm not the only one. Thanks, Joel. Yeah, I mean, ultimately that's the thing, is that to be honest with you guys, I've mentioned this before, and, I don't know if anybody's ever going to, necessarily take it to heart or not. I would love to be just creating content full time. I'd like to be able to spend my 50, 60 hours a week on making content for you guys to help you guys with the aquarium hobby and other content too. Like none of the projects I've ever worked on have sent me up to 1 million subscribers or whatever. So, it kind of is what it is, right? Sometimes you make a thing and you strike gold, and it really just does really well algorithmically, and it busts out into the algorithm and brings you some success. I've just very minor success here, and I love making content, and that's what I would like to do full time. I just can't afford to do it and not make money. Like my family would starve or whatever, or ultimately I think Vicky would lose her damn mind if I didn't have any bill money. You know what I mean? So, yeah, we all have to work within our constraints. And like I said, met with the finance guys today, multiple finance guys. Oh my God, it's the driest meetings. The driest meetings you've ever met. There is no moist there. They don't bring the moist. You know what I mean? They bring the dry. Their sandwiches require extra mayo. You know what I mean? So it's one of those things. We're gonna work through it. We're gonna get the financing happening. We're gonna make sure our contributions are correct and move the buttons and the dials and do the things, and we'll be building a building before you guys know it. Before you guys know it, that's the thing, is that most people will just be like, yeah, I heard that Corvus guy was like going to build a thing, and then they don't ever watch the channel or contribute to the channel, so they'll just be off in la la land, and then after a certain amount of time will go by, and then they'll be like, oh my God, that guy just like got a building for free from outer space, and they'd be like, I don't know what. Okay, yeah. But those of you that have been around a long time know that this has been quite the process to move, buy another house, and do all that. So it's been pretty intense. But hey, it's coming along, and like I said, the roof is done. I'm so excited to have the roof done and not have to worry about that for the next 30 years. Just mark that off the list for the next 30 years, bro. Those are the kinds of numbers that you like to mark off of a list. If you're like, dude, here's a thing, I don't have to think about it for 30 freaking years. That's big time, That's big time. The roof is done. The roof is fixed. We don't have to worry about it. And if there's something wrong with it, somebody else has to fix it. Oh my God. I'll tell you that the microwave broke. The refrigerator ice machine broke. Yeah, there's issues going on, but that the roof is done is a big stressor right off the old back there. We don't have to worry about that for a while. Rosie is here. What's up, Rosie? What are you doing? Good to see you. Thanks for coming out. Yeah, I mean, ultimately, I'm pretty sad about Technoblade passing away. And whether anybody cares about that or not is irrelevant to me. Realistically, it makes me sad. He was a brilliant young man, and he died way too young, and it sucks. It really does. Let's check in with our boys and girls over at the Discord. Nobody's calling in. Okay, I'm just gonna make sure that double check and make sure that nobody's calling in. Oh my God, we got an email from YouTube. It says that I've gone live. Okay, thank you very much. Let's get rid of that. Let's spin over here to the other. Wait, where's my other email? Here it is. Here's my other email. And let's scroll down it here. So I got an interesting email the other day. Which email am I at right now? Am I at the right one? Yeah, here we go. Okay. Got an interesting email about possibly testing some water filtration systems for a company. Kind of interested in whether or not I'm going to do it. I don't know. What do you guys think? On a level of 1 to 35, being 1 being nothing, zero interest, to 35 being maximum interest. Would you be interested in me testing some new water filtration? Now, this would be in the sort of pre-filtering before you add it to your aquarium, and whether or not testing this equipment is something that you guys would be interested in, seeing if I can put together a system with their parts and that kind of stuff and teach you guys how to do it. I'm going to have, to be honest with you, what do you think? Is that something that you'd want to see? I know I've made some videos about that a million years ago. I think it's a good opportunity to possibly make some new ones. Make some new videos about that. I don't know. But I don't know if you guys are interested in it. Are you guys interested in that? Maybe yeah. Maybe no. I don't know. I don't know. Do I know? Baby, I don't know. I don't know no more. Yeah, so we'll see if we get some digits from some homies in the chat. I wonder if people actually have the ability to chat. I know there's some people that watch and listen, and they're like, but I don't know how to chat. They've sent me that message before. They've sent me the message, but I don't know how to chat and to type. Right? And you're like, you don't know how to chat and to type? That's weird. You're weird, bro. And then they're like, they send them another message, and they're like, I'm not sure what I'm doing. Anyhow. I've got some new documents to sign. Look at that. I'm not going to share those with you guys. I can't show you signing those documents. Those are sacred documents. What was the other email I got? I got another interesting email. Oh, your flight has been changed. That's not interesting. You guys don't think that's good. That's not good, bro. You don't want to know about that. Actually, you might want to know about that. That's going to be some more birding. I'm going to be out doing some birding action in when is that? Man, my calendar is not updated. And I don't know why. Is it here? No. Here? I don't know. My calendar is not updated on my computer. I'm very sorry, guys. I was about to click on my calendar and let you guys know what was up. But we are sort of a pseudo sad trip or whatever. We're going to Alaska for the family trip. Alaska family trip, the 19th through the 23rd of August, going up to Alaska, the 19th to the 23rd. So that's going to be a good birding trip. We better see if we see some birding action while we're in Alaska. Because I have a much better camera since the last time I went to Alaska, so hopefully I can get some action shots of some weird birds and not just mosquitoes stinging my eyeballs. You know, that's going to be pretty good. Let's see. We got a 35er from Preston. We got a 25 from Rebecca. We got a 30 from Richard, we're balancing out to 30 average now. So 35, 25, 30. That's 30, 30, 30. Xanadudu is giving us a 33. So now our average has gone up to, we got to do some brain thinkings here. What is that? 30.66667 repeating with the line. Is it repeating or is it with the line? I don't know. I'm no math wizard. But we're barreling towards 31 to be our average of interest level on water filtration, pre-filtration, before it goes into something. You know, because like, let's see. Oops, we want this, because right now I'm an Amazon affiliate, right? So we could go like this. We could go to Amazon and let's see. Where is an equatable? What is love? Baby, don't hurt me no more. I don't know why I have that song stuck in my head, but I do. And that's a Monday thing for you, apparently. It's a new Monday thing I'm trying out, where I'd be like, I mean, like, this is kind of an equatable system. This doesn't, no, that's not right. Oh, here we go. 75 gallon per day. So, like, I've recommended this one in the past because I've used it and it's really easy, but you do get kind of hammered on the replacement cartridges. Hold on. Here we go. Paste. So you do get kind of hammered on the replacement cartridges. So you're like, it's a little bit less in the upfront cost to get it, but then the replacement cartridges are fairly expensive. So, you know, I don't think a lot of people are really taking into account they're pre-filtering their water of like how often you actually have to change the filters, how often you have to flush the filters, how often you have to you completely change into new ones, and all that kind of stuff. I don't know if people are actually taking that into account. Yeah, because this one, this one, the resin has to be changed pretty frequently in comparison to some of the other units out there. So that's kind of one of the things. It's like, wow, this one's only $100 to get it set up, but the filters are fairly expensive. And I'm not seeing the filters for whatever. So let's see if we can't find them. Aquatic Life filter replacement. Yeah, here they are. Oh, some of my. Yeah. So here's the slight issue here is that the even just 3 of the 4 filters there is $63, right, to replace those. And then the expensive one that you're gonna have to change most often is the DI, which is the deionization filter cartridge, is $27. So yeah, sure, the unit only costs $100, but then every time you replace the filters, it's $100 basically, right? So that's kind of one of those things that maybe people don't take into account, and the volume and how often you're gonna have to replace them with the way that we utilize them, because you'll be doing like 100 gallons of water change, like a week or something like that, and that's a lot compared to most homies out there filtering their water. Clicked on the wrong button and it sent me over there. Okay, cool. But I am kind of interested in this this system. That but we only got 4 answers, so maybe people aren't even that interested. Maybe they're not even that interested. So who knows? Yeah. So, but I am interested in trying out that water filter, and then I gotta, of course, do the test where I gotta run it until they actually run out, which is kind of freaky with my water around here, because my water is not that dirty. My water is super clean compared to a lot of people, especially just in the United States, and it's gonna take a long time to really gunk up the filters where I'm at. So then I gotta do the math on like people in Oklahoma's water, or Texas water, or Arizona water for that matter. Especially because y'all in a drought. I don't even know what is going on with your drought action down there. What's the water coming out of the tap like down in the American Southwest? What's it looking like? What's going on down there? What do you got happening? I don't know. Probably going to get copyright strike, Let's see. Okay, let's click over here. Well, we went through the emails. We went through the... There's nobody here today. Let me see if I can't... Yo, anyone here? Whoops. I did at her instead. Let's delete that. We'll delete that. Deleted. At here. You wanna chat? There. Detroit fish keepers, you got dirty water. That's true. If you're out in Flint or something like that, you better make sure all your drinking water is going through that filter. You don't want to drink that water. I wouldn't trust it. And you know what? I wouldn't blame anybody for trusting it, or for not trusting it at this point, even if they said, yeah, it's good now. Don't know if we can trust them, Baby, don't hurt me no more. What are those kids doing at daycare? They're going crazy. Okay, there we go. Click on that. On that. Does anybody want to chat today? What's going on? Oh my God, my chat window's open. Hello? Hey, what's going on over there? Uh-oh. Which cat left? Okay. Well, we had somebody. They were going to call in, and they decided not to. So, you know, what are you going to do? I'll jump on if you have anything to chat about. You know what? That's the question. You know? If callers want to call in and chat, then we can. You know? And then if we don't, we don't. But admittedly, it's been a pretty exciting couple weeks around here. With all of the advents and changes and things getting done that we were definitely waiting on. You know, it's like that roof, man. We're waiting on that for a long time. You know, and I say a long time, it's like a month and a half or whatever. You know, in the grand scheme of things, it's a big expense. Like I mentioned before, it's like $15,000 to get the fence done, or not the fence, the roof done. And I'm happy to say that it's done, and we don't have to. And we don't have to worry about it anymore. You know, it's been completed, and we're not going to have to worry about it for a long time. So that is that's beneficial. That is good. So, yeah. Did we drag anybody in? No, we didn't get anybody in. Nobody came in. Okay. Well, I guess at an hour in, I don't really have too much left to talk about. So, appreciate everybody becoming a member. Appreciate everybody becoming a patron. I really do. So I guess after an hour, that's going to be the show for today. And then I'm going to go work on making this video that I was working on. So that'll come out at some point. But so far, so good. Okay. Bye-bye now.